myself, and Tamya Williams. Our scientist is Beronda Montgomery. She's a biologist and an author who often uses lessons from nature, especially how plants adapt. This presentation will give you a closer look at her work, her perspectives, and how we may apply them in our own lives and communities.
Yes. So meet Dr. Montgomery, environmental biologist, plant scientist, writer, and advocate for science equity. Born in Little Rock, Arkansas, Montgomery's early life was shaped by her mother's love for gardening, which surrounded her with plants from a very young age. She didn't find plants exciting at first, but that all changed in college when she took a course that opened her eyes to the world of plants.
Dr. Montgomery earned the BS in biology at Washington University in St. Louis. She also completed postdoctorate research in microbiology, specializing in cyanobacteria at Indiana University in Bloomington. Dr. Montgomery received a PhD in plant biology at the University of Columbia. At the University of California, Davis.
The inspiration behind Dr. Montgomery's environmental path. While Dr. Montgomery was originally on a path to become a biological patent lawyer in college, Montgomery took a plant physiology class that revealed how dynamic and intelligent plants can be. She became so fascinated with the science of plants that she decided to change course and pivot towards becoming a professional biologist researching plants full time.
Dr. Montgomery's specific focus in environmental work consists of how she studied how plants and photosynthetic microorganisms adapt to environmental changes, especially variations in light. Her research investigates the molecular and genetic mechanisms that allow these organisms to sense their surroundings. Dr. Montgomery examines how they adjust processes light photosynthesis to survive and thrive in different environmental conditions.
Dr. Montgomery's environmental focus. Where did she work? Dr. Montgomery spent nearly 2 decades at Michigan State University, where she studied the responses of photosynthetic organisms to external light cues and how plants and cyanobacteria adjust to light changes in their environment. She was part of the Michigan State University Plant Research Laboratory. Now at Grinnell College as the Vice President of Academic Affairs and the Dean of the College of Biology, while she is no longer in the lab, she continues to focus on photosynthetic organisms like plants and cyanobacteria and how they adjust to light changes in their environment, but she also hones her focus to inclusion in higher education, studying mentorship in the world of STEM. Species she studied. As we mentioned multiple times in this presentation, Dr. Montgomery's focuses were cyanobacteria and plants and how it connected to mentorship. Dr. Montgomery studied how plants, or excuse me, cyanobacteria responded to light. Cyanobacteria is an aquatic and photosynthetic bacteria that grows in large colonies and that can be used as a fertilizer for rice and beans. She also examined how plants adapt to light and often draws a parallel between the climate resilience of plants to mentorship towards STEM students. She nurtures growth in her students like she does with plants. And finally, her global impact and mentorship philosophy. Dr. Montgomery, as we mentioned countless times, applies the wisdom of plants and their biological processes to mentorship, nurturing growth, adaptability, and belonging to her plants and her students. In her book, Lessons from Plants, Montgomery connects plant biology to personal and organizational growth.
Some of Dr. Montgomery's key discoveries and global recognitions. Dr. Montgomery is most known for her research on how plants and cyanobacteria sense and respond to environmental changes, especially light. She is a leading voice on mentorship, and diversity in STEM, using plant adaptation lessons to inspire leadership and community building. Through her scientific and mentorship contributions, Dr. Montgomery has become a respected leader in both plant biology and science education. Dr. Montgomery has made significant discoveries about photoreceptors, specialized proteins that allow cyanobacteria to detect different colors of light and adjust their photosynthetic machinery, a process known as chromatic acclimation. Her work has advanced our understanding of how gene expression and pigment production are regulated by light signals, helping organisms optimize energy capture in changing environments.
Dr. Montgomery's impact reaches far beyond the lab. Her work has earned her major awards, as big as awards of excellence from the Biden administration, all the way to awards that recognize her efforts to push for diversity and inclusion in the STEM industry and outreach.
Dr. Montgomery is currently alive and living somewhere in the United States. She is actively working in science and academic leadership. Dr. Montgomery is the Vice President for Academic Affairs and Dean of the college at Grinnell College in Iowa. In this role, she oversees academic programs, support faculty, and leads initiatives to strengthen diversity, inclusion, and innovation in higher education. While Dr. Montgomery no longer runs a research lab full time, she continues to write, lecture, and contribute to the scientific community.
What inspires me the most about Dr. Montgomery is because she is not a scientist, just a scientist. She's someone who cares about helping others in the world of STEM. And she also makes space for women and people of color. Just like one of her favorite flowers, the honeysuckle, she teaches us how to adapt and thrive in the most unexpected places, showing how plants showcase resilience and how we humans can learn from them.
What, what inspires me is her dedication to mentorship and diversity in STEM. She actively works to ensure that young scientists, especially those from underrepresented groups, are supported and given opportunities to flourish. Her book, Lessons from Plants, is a perfect example of her vision. It's just not science, it's a guide for how to grow as a person and as a leader.
And that's our presentation. Thank you for watching.
Thank y'all.